Welcome to the day 3 of the Surge Equestrian League 2025. I'm Shruti Tamra.
And I'm Dhruv Futnani.
And we're joined by
Diane Penny from the United Arab Emirates. Really looking forward to seeing a lot of show jumping this weekend and just coming back for the last 2 days.
Fantastic. And we're going to get started with the small tour under 16, one of the most thrilling events of the day. Who are you looking forward to, Shruti?
Divesh on Claver. What a cleverly ridden round, and I know that he has won 3 days back to back, so I'm sure he can do it today as well.
And today is going to be a little different. We have the main round and we have a jump off, so it's not only about speed. The riders are going to have to be really careful, have a clear round, and then go for the win.
Welcome to the day 3 of the Surge Equestrian League 2025. And right next to us, we have a luxurious stay coming right up. We have 24 studio rooms, 10 suite rooms, a gym facility and an indoor games facility.
Looks like a beautiful place to stay when you want to be close to the horses. Great place for riders, parents, and any horse enthusiasts. Should be ready for the competitions next year. I'm pretty sure it's going to be sold out.
I'm going to start making my reservations right away. Diane, are you going to be making your reservations too?
Absolutely, it looks absolutely stunning. Can't wait for it to be open.
Just a nice escape from the city's traffic and pollution.
And what can be better than waking up in the morning and looking at some beautiful horses in your backyard?
Look at those interiors as well, really well finished. Very inviting to our guests.
I'm sure if you have a few riders staying there, the rooms will not be that spotless. Okay, and we are ready for this small tour under 16. We have the drone going through the course. Dan, you can walk us through the course. Tell us what you think.
So it's a lovely built course. Again, Joseph has built the course this afternoon, and we have a number of fences coming through, and as you can see, these going up to fence 2 and coming out towards the judges box and moving over to fence 3. We have already had the course walk this morning with the riders already out there strutting their stuff, and let's hope they're counting those strides properly.
Oh, I love the idea of having a triple bar to a vertical, especially at this age group. It's going to really test the riders. They're all going to be going for it over the triple bar, thinking about the spread, and then they go flat into the vertical, which is jump number 5. Then they're going to be in a lot of trouble. So that's going to be one of the interesting parts of the course. There is a one stride combination, and it looks quite interesting because that is coming off the far side of the arena with an oxer going into a vertical. So that should test the riders quite a bit, and the related distance between 6B and 7. We saw a couple of riders having a tough time over there. For the young riders, the nice thing is there are no jumps coming right off the turn near the entrance gate. That was distracting some of the horses yesterday, but it should be fun.
The jump number 4, that's the one that I'm really worried about.
Well, it's a good thing we're only watching.
Definitely.
Oh, the other interesting part of this course is jump number 9. It has the water tray at the bottom. So I think this is the first time I'm seeing it for the under 16 competition. Should be a challenge for the horses which don't have that much experience. So it's going to push them all the way to the end.
We can see them doing their course walk right now.
Yeah, this should be a challenging course. But once again, this is under table A. It's a competition with one jump off. So the goal for all the riders will be to get through with the minimum penalties, have a clear round. So if one rider has a clear round, that sets the benchmark. And then the following riders have to make sure they go clear. They got to keep a speed of 350 meters per minute. The length of the course is 350 meters. Time allowed is 60 seconds. So a little shorter course than what we saw yesterday and the day before. But the guys who go clear, or if they're equal on penalties, they're going to have to come back and do a jump off. So it's also a test of endurance.
And our jump off this afternoon is going to be fences 1, 2, 3, 9, 6A and 6B, and last fence in the jump off will be jump number 8. And in the jump off we have just 48 seconds allowed, so it's going to be a very quick speed round.
Yeah, it seems like it's a bit of a longer jump off. There are quite a few fences in there, and they will be against the clock, so you'll see riders really cutting the turns. I hope the young riders have had a chance to walk the jump off with their coaches and have an idea what they're going to do, because to come up with a plan for the jump off when you haven't walked it is pretty difficult.
And just as we finish, there comes the rain. So let's see how those clouds go over our heads, and hope it won't get too wet out there for the riders and the horses.
I think the riders and horses are pretty tough. We always tell the kids they're not made of sugar, so nothing will happen to them in the rain. They just need to be a little bit brave and go for it. And the ground conditions are fantastic, so a little bit of rain is not going to make any difference. These are good horses and good riders, so should be exciting.
And we're definitely prepared for it. The ground looks good.
See a couple of umbrellas coming out. But I think the umbrellas are more for the cameras, so we should be fine. It's not raining that heavily. The riders will be good to go. So Dan, in your experience, do you think riders need to change their approach when it starts raining a little bit?
No, I mean, at the end of the day, it has to do the same strides, right? So you've got to do your work, your groundwork, and you've got to do your counting and be prepared. I think the biggest thing and the mistakes that we learned from yesterday was just some riders were not ready looking at the next fence. So they really have to be prepared, anticipating the next fence, not riding in front of the horse, and encouraging the horse to go forward.
Very true. I'm sure the riders will be ready for that. I think even with a little bit of rain, this arena is still going to be perfect. So not worried about the showers at all.
Dhruv, you've seen them the past 2 days. So how many clear rounds do you think we're going to have, or how many people do you think are going to make it to the jump off?
Well, every time I predict, I am completely wrong. So it almost doesn't make any sense me predicting anything. But I think with the 11 competitive entries, I would say at least 3 or 4. And you have to understand, from the first day, the heights went up by 5 centimeters, and they've gone up another 5 centimeters. So it's not necessary that the horses which went clear on the first day are going to be able to manage this height. And of course, they have very young riders. All the riders in this competition are 16 or under.
Yes. Diane, let me tell you something. If this was from a couple of months back, then Dhruv would have predicted 6 or 7. Now he's become a little more pessimistic.
Bit more conservative now, is he?
Yeah.
Well, a clock which is not working is still correct 2 times a day.
And it looks like we have our first rider in the arena now. We have Vivek Varma, and he's riding Victoria. He's going to be riding a HC round. So let's see how he gets on today.
Yeah, this is an under 16 competition, so he will be non-competitive. So it's a non-competitive round for Vivek Varma on Victoria, taking his horse through the round. It's of course the lower heights than the other small tour competition, so a great way to give some experience to the horses, give them a chance to get used to the ground conditions. And of course, if he goes clear, okay, so we will wait for the judge's bell, which signifies they are ready to go.
The bell's gone off. And his 45 seconds have started. Off to a rocky start there.
These are new horses, so I wouldn't blame them too much. I think it's a great way to get them started. They need a little show experience, and yeah, the only way you learn is by making some mistakes.
Yeah, and it's a good place for him to just experiment with the horse. It's a non-competitive ride. He can take it slow, give the horse a good experience. That's what it is about.
Yeah, and for many of these horses, especially the horses straight off the racetrack, it takes a little bit of time to get used to the ground. They have the sort of the character to rush a little bit, so
Nicely done there.
doing a few rounds will be helpful for them to just back off.
And just as we thought he was going to settle, he made another mistake, but clear there on the water train. And that's always a tricky one for the youngsters.
Yeah, he went through that really well. So a good way to get things started.
70.61 seconds.
And a round of applause there for him. So well done to Vivek.
So for the other riders, the time allowed is 60 seconds. So the first rider is done, the non-competitive entry is done, and we have the first of the competitive riders who's going to be walking in, Kapilesh on Tara, representing Kovai Stables. And the Kovai Stables boys are known for going fast, so that will be a part of the way he approaches the first round. Although it's not against the clock, he's still going to be looking to go through with the minimum number of penalties.
For the interest of our viewers, the jump off fences are going to be 1, 2, 3, 9, 6A, 6B and 8. The jump off fences are going to be 1, 2, 3, 9, 6A, 6B and 8.
Well, looks like we're still waiting for our first rider to come in, but he should be joining us shortly, I'm sure.
The clouds are clearing up.
And here's looking through at the warm-up arena and seeing our riders starting to get their horses moving and taking them over some of the fences. They should be starting quite small and then building them up to the right height to be coming through into the main arena for their jumping round.
While we wait for our next rider, let's look at the beautiful, beautiful luxury villa that's coming right here.
Okay, a beautiful project done right next to Surge Stable. It's going to be an integral part of the facility. Some beautiful rooms for the riders, for the parents, for any horse enthusiasts or anyone looking to take a break.
Very well finished as well, and some of those rooms are also looking after some beautiful paddocks, so a nice morning view as well, with a nice cup of coffee. But very well built, and the architecture is really quite stunning.
Does this place remind you of Dubai?
It's a little different from Dubai, but it's very nice indeed. Much nicer than some of the stables we have, so it's a great job out here.
Definitely, just world-class facilities.
I think it's going to be ready for the next competition season. You're going to have plenty of riders in these facilities, a great place to stay, easy access to the horses, and you can watch your horse running around in the backyard.
I mean, I'm sure it's going to be booked out well in advance.
I'm getting my reservations in now. And look at that finishing there. Just absolutely stunning. They've done a fantastic job.
Definitely. It's just beautiful to look at.
So we wait for our second rider, Kapilesh on Tara. I think he had a little problem in the warm-up arena, but he will be joining us shortly. Also happy to see Shaurya Manoj on Ireland. We missed him yesterday. He was the winner of the competition on day 1, and we didn't see him yesterday, day 2. Made life very easy for Divyesh on Clever to pick up the gold. But today looks like he's back in action.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to be taking it easy or giving another rider a chance today.
Well, I think the young riders are way more competitive than the senior riders. I think senior riders have reached a point where they know there is always tomorrow, and most of them have at least 2 or 3 entries in a competition. But with the young riders, they are going for the kill from the very beginning, and they've been riding really well. The competitions have been really close the last couple of days. Of course, yesterday and day before were both speed classes. Today is going to be a little bit more technical, so we see how they approach that.
Definitely, and they're more willing to take risks. Like, I didn't see a lot of risks being taken in the small tour, but small tour under 16, a lot of cuts, a lot of risks.
Well, I've just got here this morning, so do tell us a little bit more of some highlights from the last couple of days. I heard quite a few mistakes were made by some of our riders as well.
Well, it was a lot of fun for us to watch. I'm sure there were a few anxious moments for the riders, some things not going to plan, but that's part of any competition, and I think they're doing a great job. I mean, it's been quite consistent. The top few riders have done well every single show, and we've been having shows over here for the last 6 months, and I think the riders have improved a lot during this period, which is also nice because this shows every month gives them the opportunity to learn, and if they make any mistakes, their coaches can guide them so that they can come back a little bit more prepared the next time.
So now in the arena, our first competitive entry. Second competitive entry, Pratik Raj on Icon, representing Kovai stable.
And same mistake there on the first fence as our previous rider.
Okay, so we did not realize jump number 1 is going to be a problem.
I thought it'd be 4, you thought it'd be 9, 1?
Well, a lot of the time when they step in the arena, if they're a little bit tentative, they're not exactly sure what's going to happen. They sort of go in without enough impulsion, and then jump number 1 becomes a problem.
It's also probably the pressure of the Grand Prix.
Yeah, they may be overthinking it a little bit, but usually jump number 1 is the lowest in height in the entire course. But
Looks like he's settled into it now, so that's the main thing.
He's doing a good job. So Icon is a horse which is bred in South India, in the Nilgiris, and quite a young horse. Seems to be coming up well. Completes a round. Looks like he had 2 fences down, so 8 jumping penalties. We will wait for the time.
He's gotten 3 time faults as well.
So a total of 11 for Pratik Raj on Icon. Okay, so we have Kapilesh back in the saddle on Tara. He is serial number 2. Tara is a thoroughbred, so speed is not going to be a problem for her. Just has to remember to keep all the fences up.
The time allowed is 60 seconds.
I really wonder if the young riders have had a chance when they walk the course to actually understand how to use those 60 seconds, because the minute they figure out that it's not a speed round, they tend to chill out so much that they don't keep the 350 meters per minute time allowed.
First fence, not a problem for Kapilesh.
Bit of backing off there, but he did manage to clear that number 2 as well, and a nice stride into number 3.
Yeah, they have to be a little bit careful. The horses, if they're not sure of the distance, they're going to put in that little half stride right at the end. Okay, that was a big takeoff. There was no half stride.
Yeah, he just flew past that.
Well, they can get away with a little bit more at this height. As long as they're moving forward, they should be fine. And being a
Stays
bit lucky.
intact.
Lots of rattling poles out there, but everything is staying up for the moment, which is great.
I don't know if it's gravity or a god he prayed to, but it's working for him.
Okay. A nicely done round. goes through.
52.89, well within the time limit.
Yeah, so after seeing this round, 60 seconds seems like plenty. Okay, the next rider, serial number 5, Revati Vikrant on Verdinus from King's Farm.
And she seems to have had a tough round from what I hear. First day was a little slow, second day a bit too fast. Let's see if today, day 3, is going to be the one that's going to be perfect for her.
This is a really good looking horse, but he looks really strong, really powerful. So kudos to her for taking on the challenge. Takes a little bit of time for the horse and rider partnership to really build up and start trusting each other.
One down.
Okay,
What is with that jump number 1?
we'll find out. I think there's some,
Maybe it's because we're standing quite close to it.
yeah, 3 of us in bright red. That could be the problem. But then horses are colorblind, so technically they shouldn't be bothered by it at all.
I mean, they went through that jump easily, and that's red, white, and black.
Well, looks like she's settled into it now, so let's see if she can keep her head in the game, into the combination.
Oof. Okay, refusal at 6A. Did he not see the stride when he was coming into the oxer, the first element in the combination? I don't know.
Well, we do hope she's all right, though. Let's give her a round of applause.
She looks like she's okay. I think she came off, but she came off quite slowly. So I don't think she's hurt herself, and she's a brave girl, no doubt about that. So
Definitely. She looks all right.
unfortunately, with the fall, she is eliminated from the competition.
So today wasn't her day either, I'm afraid. But
Well, I'm sure
hopefully
she'll
we'll see
come.
her again.
I'm sure she'll come back a lot stronger next time. Next rider is Ram Reddy Botta on TZ from the Flying Sea Stallion Club in Bangalore.
And he's looking a little sprightly.
This is a horse with a lot of character, and I've seen him do some really brilliant speed rounds. I've seen him refuse at the base of the jump too, so I really don't know what to expect. He is a good horse. He's definitely capable of doing these heights, but he certainly has a mind of his own. The weather seems nice. I'm sure that's put him in a good mood. Let's see what happens to TZ today. Okay, so we know what the rider is thinking, because he took him straight to jump number 3 and told him that's the one you need to be careful of. Or 4, sorry.
Is it because the jump is color coordinating with us?
And clear on 1. We like that.
I think
Clear on
that's the
1.
first challenge for most of these riders, get through jump number 1.
Oh, that was tricky.
These are the jumps that really makes your heart skip a beat, but
Just needs to slow him down a little bit. He seems to just be racing into those fences, and he needs just to back him off a little, steady in those paces.
yeah, I think the pace may be a little too
Too
fast, where the
fast,
horse
yeah.
is not really getting his takeoff point at the right place, and then he's struggling to get his legs out of the way too. So
that will take him out of the jump off.
He's way out of the jump off, but I think
Yeah.
it's the water tray at the bottom of jump number 9. Like I said, many of the horses which do the younger categories are a little inexperienced. So
It was too rushed.
Let's see if he settles them down to this one now. Lots of encouragement. There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
it's also, we sometimes make the mistake where the rider is looking at a fence and he assumes that the horse is also looking at it, and then it comes up too quickly, and then the horse says, okay, you know what, maybe we try it another time.
78.05 seconds
Okay, so plenty
Five.
of time faults.
and 5 fences down. That's a lot of math for me. I'm just gonna wait for the judges to finally give it to me.
Okay, so Heba Gabriel on Ascot, also representing the Flying Sea Stallion. She has actually had some really nice rounds in this competition on
Yeah.
day 1, on day 2, and I think this horse is perfectly suited for this type of event. She wasn't pushing Ascot too much on day 1 and day 2 in the speed classes, but
But a
I
very,
think
very promising duo.
when they need to focus on having a clear round, I think this is the horse I would put my money on.
Are you taking a guess? Nicely cleared on jump number 1. That's what we like to see, setting him up for hopefully a nice clear round.
Yeah, Ascot is definitely a horse with a good amount of experience. I've seen him do the higher classes also.
She does not seem in a rush. She's taking her time, but still fast.
Well, she needs to only worry about being within the course in 60 seconds, not. She doesn't have to go for any crazy time at this moment.
And 60 seconds is possible. We've seen that before.
And she's having some good clearance as well. I mean, he's not jumping straight or flat. He's doing some really good clearance on these. Lovely combination there.
Yeah, I think that's very important for the young riders. It's not just about going faster. If you look at any of the top riders, they really focus on keeping the rhythm. A little unlucky there with the front legs knocked down, jump number 8. So she's got 4 penalties on the board. And the last fence. So a good round. There are some time penalties coming.
65.92 seconds. Totally 10 penalties for Heba Gabriel on Ascot. But that was a very nice round to watch, don't you think?
Very
Very-
controlled and nice and steady pace. Although, yeah, we were worried about the time for her, but few faults, but it's okay.
Okay, so we have the winner of day 1 in the arena now, Shaurya Manoj on Ireland. Did a fantastic job in the speed class on day 1. He was the winner, and we didn't see him in action yesterday. So is he saving up some energy for the big day today? We will wait and find out.
I really think so. I really hope so. We've not seen a completely clear round so far.
Well, we have Shaurya, Divyesh and Prithvi coming in a line, so the 3 top riders ready to take on the course.
Very, very promising.
Nice and steady into these jumps. So he looks like he's got himself into a nice rhythm. Preparing now for the triple on the 4. An unfortunate 4 faults there on 5.
Yep, that was unexpected, but I'm sure that's what the course designer had in mind when he had the triple bar to a vertical. Okay, so he has another one down, so he's already got 8 penalties. That will definitely put him out of the top placings.
Seems a little lost for 1 second. He's had a refusal.
Yeah, he sort of broke his stride along the way. I don't know if something disturbed the horse or he lost his way, but kind of missed it.
Pole down there. Something went off there.
You can see how quickly one distraction or one wrong stride really breaks the horse's focus, but he completes the round. Shaurya Manoj on Ireland. He's going to have some jumping penalties and some time penalties.
I think he was on 12 jump penalties there.
77.46 seconds. 33 penalties for him.
And we wait for the next rider, serial number 9, Divyesh Ram on Clever, representing Kovai Stables. I can see him in the warm-up. He was the winner yesterday, had a brilliant round, and it didn't look like he was pushing that hard yesterday. So he's been one of the most consistent performers in the under-16 category through the year, actually, of the Surge Equestrian League.
I think he could give some of the adults a run for their money as well. He's extremely good. Very, very talented young chap.
I guess consistency is key in these things, and as long as you have the preparation, good things will come.
Yeah, so I'm told he is the only rider who has won Day 1, Day 2 and Day 3 at one edition of the Surge Equestrian League. So plenty of pressure. He's got a big reputation to hold up over here, but I don't think that pressure affects him at all. Maybe he's too young to realize it.
Not at all. He's unbothered. You'll see, you'll be thoroughly impressed.
And that's one of the advantages that the young riders have. They don't overthink it. Most of the experienced riders would be thinking about a million things when they're approaching the fence, but not for Divyesh Ram.
You can see them in the warm-up arena right now. Divyesh is ready though.
And I have to say, he looks so light that would give his horse an advantage also.
Every little counts. Let's see what they can do this afternoon.
Now that we've built him up to the moon, let's see what happens.
I'm touching wood, not jinxing his win.
Here he is coming into fence number 1.
Okay, the big element that we were all afraid of is over. So now he can get down to business and focus.
Nicely done.
Good preparation there for fence number 4 as well. You can even see the concentration on his face.
Yeah, he got that striding perfectly between the triple bar and the vertical. We got an absolutely perfect stride. Yeah, well, you need some luck too. And at the moment, he seems to have it. He gave number 2 and 6A a bit of a tap, but they stayed in place.
And going now into our final fence, number 10.
Last jump coming up. Clear round.
And
Yes,
it is a clear round.
And
Well,
he's completed that round without any fences down. That's the Divyesh magic that we were talking about. Cleverly ridden round.
Yeah, so I'm told we will have a jump off. We have 2 riders who have gone clear, so the jump off will happen for the winner.
So far, Kapilesh at rank number 1 with Tara, and at rank number 2 is Divyesh on Clever.
Yeah, so right now both of them will be in the jump off. The ranks will be determined only over there, so all the riders who go clear will restart. They don't have any advantage, and in the rules of show jumping, they will come back in the same order.
yeah, what's a far cry from yesterday, I believe. No clear rounds yesterday, so it's good to see the
We had
jump.
plenty of clear rounds. I think in the big tour we didn't have a clear round, but that was at 1.30 m, so
Fair enough.
yeah, it is definitely a bigger challenge.
We're quite literally raising the bar very high.
Okay, Prithviv Krishna on Zara, another rider who I feel can be in the jump off for sure. Just needs to put it all together. He's had some good rounds. He's made a few mistakes here and there, but definitely has the ability, and the horse is certainly talented.
Another clear on number 1.
Yeah, he
A
stood
dodgy
off
fence.
that a little bit.
Anytime anybody's approaching the start, I stop breathing.
Gets too close to jump number 2 and knocks it down with the front legs. So, yeah, he's not going to be in the jump off, but he can certainly complete the round.
He just needs to find his stride a bit. It's a bit of standoff and then a bit of accelerating. So he just needs to get some nice steady stride going.
Yeah. And I think the way this horse jumps, she likes a little bit of space between the jump and the point that she takes off. She's not so careful with the front legs. So when she gets very close to the jump, it's almost like there could be an issue with the top pole. Got one more fence to go. Okay, good job. He completes the round. He will not be in the jump off, but a nice round to watch nonetheless.
Was that 8 faults for him on the...
Yep, looks like
fences?
he had jump number 2 and jump number 7 down.
Our next rider is in with us.
We have Samad Sriharsha on Dolce Vita. This is a non-competitive entry. He's representing the United Riders Barn. So Dolce Vita is a new acquisition. Jumped brilliantly over the last few years with Yashan Kambata. Now he has moved to Bengaluru and stabled at the United Riders Barn. And I think this is the first time I'm seeing Samad ride this horse. An excellent show jumper. Spends plenty of time in the air. You'll see that the way she jumps.
Very eager to take there.
Yeah, she's done much higher classes than this, but since they're just building up the relationship, I think it's a great way to start with the under 16 small tour.
Samath also very, very talented young man.
Yeah, I remember we used to keep announcing that he's the youngest rider in every competition.
Yeah.
I think he's definitely grown up now, and he's riding well, getting stronger every day. Knocked down with the back legs over 6A, so he's picked up 4. It's a non-competitive round, but I'm sure he still wants to complete it with a minimum of penalties. Another 4.
But clear there of the water tray, so that's a good result for him there. He'll be pleased with that.
I think with the water tray, you either go over or you refuse. There are very few horses will actually knock it down. And if they've knocked it down once, they know the sound of the water splashing, so they won't do that again. So, a good round by Samad. He's done it, I think, with 8 jumping penalties. Okay, we have Vivek Varma back on his second horse, Mekong Delta, also a non-competitive entry. He's building them up, so we probably see this horse competing in his class in the next show. But for the moment, he's doing the small tour under 16 as a non-competitive round.
And we can see which fence he's a bit concerned about. He took him straight away to the water tray and a little glance there at the triple bar too.
Yeah, so I think Mekong Delta is a thoroughbred off the track. So I don't think the triple bar will be a problem, but I'm not sure how much they've practiced a water tray, especially at the lower classes. So let's see what happens.
But then this would be like a great experience for them.
Absolutely, yeah. You still want to do it a couple of times before you have to show your horse that in the arena. Because they
Definitely.
have a million things to worry about, including jump number 1.
I really, really want to know what's with this jump. Is it the color?
I think it's us standing here.
Yeah, bright red in this bright morning.
I'm sure we can move out of this location for a fee, if anyone is interested. Okay, the triple bar was not a problem for Mekong Delta.
Just going a bit deep into that fence 5, but let's see how he prepares himself for the combination coming up now.
Okay,
bit
Okay.
tricky.
A refusal and a knockdown, so
6 seconds added.
will be added to the time, and they're going to have to rebuild the fence. The rider will be given the bell again when things are set up. Yeah, this is always interesting because you do the triple bar, you end up either standing off or getting too deep to the vertical, and then you're approaching a combination. So when you have a problem, the horse is already having a little bit doubt whether the rider really knows what he's doing, and then when you approach a combination, he says, okay, if you're not spot on, I'm not going to take the risk. Yep, so the bell is given, and Vivek Varma can give it a go at jump number 6. Nope, that's the second refusal.
He's not settled or happy going into that combination at
Yeah.
all,
Something
and
which he's-
something he'll need to work on as he goes
Absolutely.
through the season. Yeah.
And I think in this case you will actually see 6A, 6B and 7 in the distance. So for a horse which is not so confident, when you see so many poles right in front of you, they may think it's just better to not get into the mess.
And he is just going to take a final jump there just to settle the nerves a little bit
Okay.
and make sure the horse leaves with a little bit of confidence and not have his ego knocked. So well done.
Looks like he's going back happy.
And our next rider has gone straight to the combination. So let's see what this pair are going to give us this afternoon.
Yeah, it's amazing to watch the impact that the rider who goes in just before you has on your mindset. If they have a problem at a certain fence, it kind of puts you into the thought process that there's something scary or there's something difficult over there, which you may not even have thought of when you walk the course, but all of a sudden that doubt creeps in. But this is a horse which has been giving Bharat a tough time. Message Me, representing Zippy Stables, has been a little bit nervous. You can see that, but
There's been some network issues there, but let's hope Message Me delivers today.
okay, I think we will give him a little time and space and not speak while he's in the round. That may help him out a bit.
Approaching the start.
Drones going up just before a fence don't help.
Okay, so does it on the second attempt. So you can see when the horse is having a little bit of a doubt, the amount of input that the rider needs to have. And it seems like it's happening more on the oxers than the vertical. So something must have happened where this horse is lacking a bit of confidence to go that little bit of a distance over the fence. Okay, does one jump and he can leave the arena.
Definitely very, very unsettled over there.
Yeah.
But that's just going to be about confidence building for both of them, I think.
Absolutely. I think when he needs to take a little time off, go back home and try and settle the horse in, build some confidence, get the horse to actually enjoy jumping a little bit more, because you could see the horse was quite nervous when he stepped into the arena. He knew what was coming next. Let's hope the message is delivered.
We have Sriram on amber in the arena representing Kovai Stables.
Yeah, Sriram has done really well at the previous shows. I think he won the small tour on Liberty, if I'm not mistaken, on day 1, and then he placed again yesterday. This time he's on amber.
This is
Also,
a non-competitive round, is it? Yeah.
Yes.
this is non-competitive. I can assure you Sriram is just a few days over 16 years old. Or like our media manager. He says a few hundred days over 16. But looks like we're good to go. Okay. Once again, a little bit of hesitation. Not really seeing the takeoff point. He's got to come back and try it again.
The last two horses have come in looking a bit unsettled.
Oh, absolutely. I think the riders are also using this opportunity to put them back in the arena, try and see if they can settle them in a bit. And they were both chestnuts, so you know what they say about a chestnut mare.
They're the best, aren't they?
They're the best when they want to be the best. When they want to give you a tough time, they are certainly the worst. And I think both were chestnut mares, so.
Character builder, I believe. So now next rider coming in now.
Next rider is Kapilesh on Mallorca, so he is a competitive entry. He had a nice round on Tara.
He's one of the two that have made it to the jump off. So let's see if he's going to be competing against himself in
Well,
the
if he
jump
has
off.
a clear round, he can pick up 2 medals. No reason why not. And coming in later in a jump off obviously gives you a huge advantage. And the fact that he would have done the jump off on Tara already, yeah, that's a good way to set it up. But before reaching the jump off, he needs to have a clear round.
Just needs to get the horse moving a little bit. He's just a bit standoffish as well.
Yeah, you could see that. And the refusal was coming 6 strides away. Just a little hesitant. He was riding him forward, but the horse was just pricking his ears back and saying, nope, something is bothering him. So coming back this time on the left rein. I'm not sure that was the problem, but giving him a little more space.
And he's through.
Let's see how his preparation is here for the triple.
That was
big jump and-
vertical. Just
That was a lot of air time. He got over the spread, which was good, but a little painful on the landing.
And a retirement there by the gentleman.
Okay, so would you call that a retirement or an elimination? Because that was his second refusal. So I technically I
Drew
don't
getting
know.
technical here.
No, I want to know. I just it's a fine line between the two because he had to go from 4 to 5, and yeah, either way.
Either way, not making it to the jump off for
But
sure.
he still has Tara in the jump off, so he definitely has a chance to put a good result on the board.
So we have Kapilesh on Tara and Pritiv on Zara going into the jump off.
And the third one is not going to rhyme with that. It's Muhammad Ali on City of Ayansh. Is he joining us? I don't think so. Nope, he has withdrawn. So 2 riders are in the jump off. They're fighting for the gold and silver. Tara and Zara.
I can guarantee that it's going to go to one of the boys from the Covey stables.
Well, I think in the speed classes in the under 16, it's become a bit of a habit. So good job to the boys from Kovai.
I'm sorry, there's a correction. It's Kapilesh on Tara and Tivesh on Clever going into the jump off.
Okay, it's still all the way to Kovai boys, but sorry about that. That was a mistake from our side.
2 Covey boys up against each other.
Okay, so the ground team just adjusting the jumps a little bit. They will put a pole across the fences which are not part of the jump off, and they would be adjusting the timing device because the start and finish would be a little bit different.
And what are the jumps and the jump off again for our watchers?
Yeah, so the jump off fences would be 1, 2, 3, 9, 6A, 6B, and 8. So Diane, what do you think is the right way to do this? So from 1 to 2 looks pretty straightforward. You think anyone is going to try and squeeze in there between the two verticals?
I have no doubt that that will be a no.
Okay.
So many people have been struggling
Well,
with just
this may
one.
be
I'm
the
worried about one.
Yeah. Just get through one first.
Okay, 1 is not a problem. I think the guys who are in the jump off are not going to struggle with 1. There's no way they're going to squeeze in between the red and white and the blue and white. So they're going to have to go around the red and white vertical to get to number 2. But the question is how they can do it as close as possible. 2 to 3, any secrets in that?
Pretty
No.
straightforward, I think.
It's not straight, it's a bending line, but
Yeah.
they need to gun it. So basically,
Straightforward.
if you go straight from 2 to 3, your horse is actually looking at the exit of the arena, so that's probably not what the riders want to do. So 2 to 3 looks pretty straightforward. Horse moving forward, save some time. 3 to 9, that looks interesting.
The water tray.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is a long distance away. So is there any scope to save some time over there?
Well, how much
In-
risk do you want to take, right? Going
Well,
into a water tray? I would want to be as careful as possible on that one.
This also brings about a really interesting question. The rider going in second has a huge advantage because he knows what the other rider has done. If he's dropped a couple of fences, he can back off. Again, there is a time allowed for the jump off, so he can't go too slow. He has to still make it within 43 seconds. Okay, so 3 to 9 can cut through the fences all the way over there. I can't see what the numbers are, but
Behind 7.
yeah, a little place to save some time probably. And then from 9 they have to get to 6A and 6B.
And that's going to be tricky because that's the combination again. So, yes, we can have a little short corner, but you've got to make sure that your horse is ready for it.
Very true. You have a quick turn to 6A if you want to go within the vertical over there. It will give you a very tight takeoff point for the oxer, so wouldn't recommend it, but if the first rider goes clear, then the second rider really doesn't have a choice.
And 8 is a long way from 6B.
So that's another really long, almost a gallop to the next fence. So
Yeah.
there's 2 spaces where they can really get the horses to be moving forward, but just to remember how to bring them back again before the fence.
So
Okay.
the time allowed is 43 seconds. So they really need to ride it forward.
Well, I think it's all going to be determined by the way the first rider goes through. If he drops a jump, he's going to go for it to set a good time, even if he has 4 penalties. And based on what the first rider does, the second rider will either think he has it in the bag or is going to be thinking, what more can he do? Both the riders are from the same team, so they probably have the same coach and they've walked the course together. So, yeah, it's a tough one.
While we wait for them, let's go through rank 3 to rank 6. At rank number 3, we have Hiba Gabriel on Ascot. Rank number 4, we have Pratik Raj on Icon. Rank number 5, we have Prithviv Krishna on Zara. And at rank number 6, we have Shaurya on Island.
Okay, so we are fighting for the gold and silver. From the 3rd to the 6th place is already confirmed. Yeah, and whatever happens in the jump off, that's not going to change the result. Even if a rider was to have a fall or get eliminated in the jump off, they still have the clear round in the bag, so they will keep that placing. Okay, we need to check with the course designer if the heights have actually gone up for the jump off.
I did see a few of those poles go up a little bit, so
Okay.
yes, they have been going up.
And that's perfectly within the rules. You can't do that in a competition where you have an immediate jump off, but when all the riders are complete and the jump off happens after that, the course designer has the option of raising the heights just a little bit more.
And then-
Joseph Meyer is doing his magic right now.
see those poles going up, so yes.
Hold on. I think he's being really smart about this because this jump is not part of this course. So is he setting up for the next course already?
Trying to save a bit of time.
Exactly. German efficiency coming into play over here.
We can see the 2 riders that are going to be in the jump off in the warm-up arena right now.
Okay, so Shruti, who's your money on?
Divesh,
Okay. And
do
Miss
I get
Penny?
any?
I'm seconding that. So
Okay.
big pressure on small shoulders. But
Do I have a
let's-
choice?
Please support Kapilesh.
No,
I think
I
you should
always,
be.
always support the underdog. It's a tough task, but hey, if he can do it, I know this horse rider combination is done really well. They can pull it off, but never say never.
I really didn't take 2 seconds to answer that question.
Show jumping has plenty of surprises. We will have to wait and see.
The thing is, Kapilesh actually finished the course in round 1 faster than Divesh. Almost 3 seconds faster.
They will change their strategy. I think they will know that they're against the clock. And I think once again, Divyesh has the advantage because he's going later.
Yes, he is.
So if Kapilesh can set a really fast time and have no penalties, he's going to put a lot of pressure on Divyesh, and that may change things. Only time will tell. I hope you guys are tuned in.
Well, I think first rider is coming in now.
Yep, looks like we're ready to go. First rider in the jump off. Kapilesh on Tara. This is a super fast thoroughbred. She knows her job. She's been galloping at the racetrack for many years. She knows how to go fast. Question is, can she keep all the fences up? And with the young riders, the other challenge you have is, are they going to remember the course? I know it's a big problem when you have an immediate jump off. I think they would have taken a little bit of time to just play that through in their mind. What are they going to do? Which turns they're going to attack? But this is going to be fun.
And there is the bell for our first rider.
45 seconds have started. We're just minutes from finding out who's going to take the gold home.
Lots of support there from the supporters as well, which is always nice to hear.
Absolutely. Okay, one's not a problem.
One
It's a good
down,
turn to two. Yeah, he didn't take too much space.
2 down.
Nice. Straight shot to 3 and the long gallop all the way down to jump number 9.
And he did take the little shortcut after jump 7, but
Okay.
yeah,
One
not-
pole down.
Give it a good whack. That went down quickly and the combination coming up. Okay, one more fence to go.
Nicely done. 35.20 seconds. So he's well within time, but he just had 1 pole down. So 4 penalties. The time allowed is 43 seconds. So no time penalties. It was an amazing round, don't you think?
You can see the pressure on his face, bless him.
Yeah, I think the time was fast enough to put pressure on Divyesh. I think if he had a slow round in the 40s, Divyesh could just back off and say, you know what, I'm going for a clear round and nothing else. I've seen that happen a lot when riders say, yes, I'm going for a clear round, and then they crash a fence. So you don't want that to happen. Looks like he's ready to go. I think Clever is a very clean show jumping horse.
What would your strategy be going into this?
Oh, calm, calm. Lots of breathing.
Breathe in, breathe out, keep the fences up.
Absolutely.
A mini yoga session right before?
Well, I think it's a good thing for riders, especially riders who are doing speed classes, because, yeah, I heard someone say that you want the horse to go faster, but you want the rider to think a little slower. I don't know if that can actually work. Okay, he gives his horse a long approach to 1.
And clear on 1.
Okay, he's playing the slow game. He's taking it safe and sound. He's not rushing it at all.
I can't breathe.
43 seconds is not a lot of time.
Not with those long intervals between those fence 3 to 9.
Okay, didn't have a problem with the water tray, coming in for the combination. Okay, one jump to go.
And he's actually good on time.
You guys may be right about who's winning this one.
Hey.
Divish at rank number 140.69.
Okay, bit of an anticlimax. He played it safe, but he rode it beautifully.
I really thought he was gonna go over 43 seconds, but he didn't. Amazing.
So
Big round of applause for the young boy.
great job by the Kovai boys. First and second, super performance. They got a few more placings too. So well done to them. We will come back to you with the official results in a few seconds and the rosette ceremony.
So Tvesh, well done. How did you find that?
I rode really relaxed and I just aimed to be calm and relax and make a clear round.
It looked like it as well. Very, very consistent in your approach to all your fences and well calculated. So well done today. I hope you've enjoyed it. You've been one of the most consistent riders across the league season. How do you feel about that?
Feel so happy to make many achievements with the clever.
You look very, very proud. So well done to the two of you. And go and get your rosette.
Here are the winners of the small tour under 16 day 3. Rank number 6, we have Shaurya Manoj on Ireland.
Then we have Pritiv Krishna riding Zara.
Rank number 4, we have Pratik Raj on Icon.
In third place, we went to Heba Gabriel riding Ascot de Jaff.
Rank number 2, Kapilesh on Zara. On Tara.
And our winner this afternoon is Tvesh riding Clever, representing the stable also from Kova.
Congratulations to all the winners.
And such a lovely rider too. Really, really polite. And we can give them all a big round of applause as they go past the grandstand.
What an amazing start to our day. The small tour under 16 category. And here are your winners. Goodbye for now, and I will see you at the start of the small tour at 4:25.